When you do a deep dive is when things get very, very awkward and difficult. The most advanced of our scholars, they're not quite fully certain how to solve all of the unanswered questions in there.
Brother Ali Dawah, some accuse me to be one apostate from Islam. Brother Ali Dawah, what does it according to Sharia take for one Muslim to become one apostate from Islam? Acts that entail leaving Islam 08.70. Among the things that entail apostasy from Islam, may Allah protect us from them, are 7. To deny any verse of the Quran, or anything which by scholarly consensus, def. B7, belongs to it. Or to add a verse that does not belong to it. Brother Ali Dawah, I did not add any verse to the Quran. Actually, Farid, in your response to Apostate Prophet, about the sun setting on earth, Quran 1886, you promote one corrupted Quran translation, which changes the meaning of the entire passage. Farid, are you the next apostate from Islam? Actually, the answer is yes. Not only is Farid one apostate, without knowing it, but he produces even more apostates from Islam against their will. How so? The sad thing is, Farid noticed the error, but made no attempt to fix it. Fixing it would mean fixing one huge error his Allah makes in the Quran, and therefore Farid, Zakir Naik, and others before them choose to use the corrupted translation of the Quran. It is one error consisting of only a few words, but these would destroy Allah and Islam. In fact, Muslim scholars, as will be shown, recognized the error, but choose to lie to Muslims in their translations. Farid, like Zakir Naik, choose to side with the liars who misguide Muslims. Timeline of Farid's response to Apostate Prophet about the sun setting on earth. Quran 1886. At 1 minute and 35 seconds, Farid confirms that the words in brackets are not in the original Quran text, but were added. Implying that adding as if into the text does not change its meaning.
Really? If the meaning of the text is not changed, why add it?
14 of 16 translators as found on website internetmosque.net have it as sun setting on earth in a muddy spring, telling about a reality which was observed. Y.Qadhi translation. Until, when he reached the setting of the sun, he found it as if setting in a spring of dark mud, and he found near it a people. Allah said, O Zulkarnain, either you punish them, or else adopt among them a way of goodness. As if, in bracket. Y.Qadhi translation removed the brackets. The sun was setting, and it appeared to him as if it was setting in the dark waters. Conquering land to the west toward Lydia, he reached as far as the Black Sea. The sun was setting, and it appeared to him as if was setting in the dark waters. Now the meaning changed from a reality which happened to one optical illusion, which took place in the head of Zulkarnain, the two-horned ruler. Look! He has one optical illusion. Here one can observe the corruption of the Quranic text. It is no longer one literal event observed by Zulkarnain. If Farid were honest, he'd point out that indeed adding as if into the text changes the meaning. It is no longer one literal event observed by Zulkarnain, but only an optical illusion. On the 6-minute mark of his reply, Farid tosses out the sun setting in a muddy spring hadith, ignoring that it is the Quranic text which talks about the muddy spring. Shakir translation speaks about one Black Sea into which the sun set. Until when he reached the place where the sun set, he found it going down into a Black Sea, and found by it a people. We said, O Zulkarnain, either give them a chastisement, or do them a benefit. Again, if the meaning of the text is not changed, why add as if? Now the meaning changed from a reality which happened to one optical illusion, which took place in the head of Zulkarnain, the two-horned ruler. The text in the Quran is treated as if Zulkarnain was traveling all the time inland, never near a body of water, where a sunset could be observed. Is this the case? Allah, this is the location in which your story of Quran 18:83-97 takes place. Look, Farid. There are two suns in the sky.
Yeah, one sun sets on Earth in the muddy spring, Black Ocean, the other travels under the throne of Allah.
Mark Farid tosses out the hadith in which the Prophet speaks about the sun setting in a muddy spring ocean on Earth. Abu Dhar said, I was sitting behind the Apostle of Allah, who was riding a donkey while the sun was setting. He asked, do you know where this sets? I replied, Allah and his Apostle know best. He said, it sets in a spring of warm water, Hamia.
Now for Farid, the correct hadith is the one in which the sun travels.
At the 9:50 mark, Farid confirms that this is the correct hadith, and Farid goes with the corrupted text of Quran 1886, in which as if becomes the Quran text, making the sun setting in muddy spring simply only one of optical illusion. O Abu Dhar, Do you know where the sun sets? I said. Allah and his messenger know best. He said it goes and prostrates itself beneath the throne. As if, in brackets, and appeared to him as if are not in brackets, and these words are now part of the Quranic text. But no, the Quran was not corrupted. Allah says, O Zulkarnain, either punish or show them kindness. Hilali Khan, I strongly recommend that you use an alternate translation of the meaning. The Hilali and Khan work is the least appropriate for our work. It comes across to non-Muslims as extremely bigoted. Khalifa readers are advised to view material from Rashad Khalifa with care. Sometime between his work in the 1978 edition and his later work, Khalifa began to believe, or claim, that he was a later-day messenger. Maulana Muhammad Ali, The Holy Quran with English translation and commentary. Ahmadiyya Anjuman Ishat. QXP, also called the Quran as it explains itself. Hard to tell if Mr. Shabir Ahmed was the first one to insert as if into the text. Hilali Khan, Sahih Revision, Saudi Arabia. Another one who tried his skill trying to translate the Quran